Welcome to another edition of Brian's Big Idea. I'm Brian Boland, and I have a big idea for you today. And this is about earnings. Lately, all the talk has been around tariffs and the tariff tantrum and investors being terrified. Do you like what I did there? Yeah, there's a lot of that in the market, and that's what everyone is concerned about. But we're actually in earnings season, and you wouldn't know it from the headlines. Normally earnings season is a very busy time for investors and market participants alike. They're checking the earnings, making sure what the report card said. And I'm going to talk to you a little about the services we have here at Zacks, the spots on our homepage, and then one great service that we have to help you take advantage of all the earning surprises that are out there. All right, let's go right to our first page. So if you go to the Zacks homepage and you hit earnings, and right here on the earnings page, this is what you get. You're going to get good articles that are recently written, like this one, 3 transportation stocks. Then we're also going to have an article by Shiraz Mian, who is our director of research. He is always on that earnings thing. And one great thing to take a look at here, if you take a look at XOM, ExxonMobil, you can scroll over the ticker, find out right away. Well, that's a Zacks rank number 3. Estimates haven't been moving up, so should I be buying it? I don't know. Google, believe they report tonight, or maybe that's down the road. I think maybe it's a week away. But boy, big company at 1.8 trillion, something like that. I don't know. Lots of billions there. So you can see all the different stocks and their Zacks rank. So that's great to see. So the next page that we have is the earnings announcements. So you go over your earnings calendar. Here you can check out, here's for the entire week. These are today earnings sales numbers, but you can also skip ahead. We're going to do that in a little bit, but we can see, Google is tonight after the close. Should be interesting. Others are T-Mobile. But you can see as I'm going down through this list and just bouncing over these tickers, you're not seeing too many ones. And Intel with a 4, even though the stock is up here in front of the number, that's kind of interesting to see. Maybe this miner has a strong Zacks rank, so moving up a little bit there. But what you want to do is you want to leverage that Zacks rank earnings estimate moves and keep that along with, what's coming up. So that's so this is the earnings releases page. This is another one that you can click on at any time. They're going to give you these are the releases, your estimate, the reported, what kind of surprise it is, and what kind of price impact. And if we smash this out to 100, we can scroll through all these companies that have been reporting, and then you take a look, hey, who's doing really good? Why is Faro up this much? They're up big. We don't have the Zacks rank on. It means there isn't equity research being provided to Zacks from one of the big brokerage houses. But HCO Marine, how about that? Marine Max. Maybe buying a boat is coming back into style. But is that worthy of your investment dollars? I'm not exactly certain. But what I do know is that we have a little tool here for the ESP, earnings ESP, expected surprise prediction. And so this kind of gives us a heads up who has a good possibility of beating. So for the example here, it's Google, Alphabet. Even though it's a 3, it has a 1.42% chance of beating, or at least that was the surprise percent last quarter. Right now, just a little bit above, but we see Oxy at a 4% chance of beating the number. All right, one of the great services that and here's one thing. So the earnings calendar, I shot ahead. Next week, Thursday, we can see 362 stocks will be reporting earnings, including Amazon and Apple, both at number 3s. Even Lilly, it's at 3. I did this by market cap, so you can see a bunch of other names in here. This is going to be a very, very busy day on the earnings front. That'll be next Thursday, May 1, May Day, as some people call it. All right, let's jump to Surprise Trader. It's a service here that leverages the Zacks rank. David Bartosiak runs it. He's got many years of experience in the stock market. He finds the stocks that have a strong Zacks rank, and then they have a good earnings ESP number, and that helps him find good stocks. And then he gives you a commentary around the broader market, and then what's going on. And that's just about a nightly commentary there for the Zacks Surprise Trader. So it leverages the Zacks rank with our earnings ESP and gives you the stocks that have the best possibility for a beat. So I want you to make sure to go over and check out Zacks Surprise Trader, headed by David Bartosiak. All right, that's it for this week for my big idea. Be sure to join me next time when I have another great big idea. But until then, why don't you go to Zacks.com/promo to check out all of our latest promotions.